Oh, this lens even makes you look good.
Yeah, I'm bringing out the beard. Looking pretty good on camera, huh?
Yeah, look at that.
Did that myself.
Look at that guy.
No bob or nothing.
Did his own trim.
Yeah,
I think the left side's a little thicker though.
Yeah.
You ready for Chipotle?
Dave and I just finished doing some filming for like 4 hours. So now we're gonna go take a break, get some Chipotle, and then I gotta come back here and work out because Dave worked out earlier this morning. He's the smart one. I, however, did not because I had other things I had to get done. We're gonna come back here and hit a hardcore workout. Don't even know what I'm gonna do yet. It'll be a surprise to myself. It's gonna be awesome.
Thank you. You're such a gentleman.
I am a gentleman.
You're such a gentleman. You're a hand model right now.
Brown rice, man?
Yes, please.
Chop beans would you like?
Black beans, please.
Chop of meat, man?
Chicken, please. Yeah. Let's get double scoop of that. You have very nice hands on camera. Oh, that sucked. Yeah, redo. That epic. Did it again.
Oh my god.
So there's a secret to Chipotle. Anytime you get a bowl, ask for the corn wraps. They're completely free with the bowl. And what you do is take a big fat scoop like this, and you can basically make mini burritos out of it. And like I said, it's free, so why not get it?
Well, my epic pouring water into a cup shot didn't quite work out. But during the fiasco, I actually met a lady over there who's looking for training, so I guess it kind of literally broke the ice to allow us to chat. So it worked out for the best. And then, you guys already saw what I'm getting, but you didn't see this, so I think they were like practicing, making burritos, and so I got a free mini rice and chicken burrito out of that, which is good because I wanted to save a lot of chicken for Bello. He's been a real good boy today. So I don't have to sacrifice any of my chicken from my burrito. I can get the chicken out of here for him. So he's gonna appreciate that. He's gonna be so happy. Here you go, buddy. As promised. Oh yeah. He doesn't look. He doesn't even chew it.
That's what my little dog. She just inhales it.
All right, guys, so the first exercise is going to be the shoulder press. We're doing 5 sets of cheat and recover, and obviously on the cheat repetitions, you're going to have to do basically a push press in order to get that weight up and over your head so you can focus on that slow negative on every single repetition. I recommend having a weight belt on just to ensure that you guys don't hurt yourselves, especially your lower backs, when you're pressing all that weight over your head. And it's also for more stability too. The more stable your core is, the more weight you're going to be able to handle, and you'll be able to place a much heavier load in your shoulders. As soon as you're done, you can unrack the weights and start your recover set. And for those of you guys who are looking to upgrade your home gyms, this is actually a power rack I got from Gronk Fitness, and I'll put a link down in the info section below if you want to check it out. Now, going to the recover set, we're doing 8 repetitions once again, but you guys are going to notice that I'm using really strict form. I took my belt off, and I'm not using any momentum. I'm just using my own body, my own strength to bring the weight all the way up, pushing my head through at the top of the movement, and then bringing it back down to the top of my chest. This is how all of your cheat and recover sets should look. There's no rest in between the cheat and recover except for changing your weights. As soon as you finish, you're going to rest 2 to 3 minutes and hit 4 more sets and then move on to the Arnold press. Now for the Arnold press, for the cheat and recover, if you have a spotter, obviously you'll be able to go a bit heavier with your sets, but I didn't have a spotter today, so what I'm actually doing is, the way I'm doing the Arnold press on the way up with the heavy weight is I'm actually twisting the dumbbells in front of my body as I'm pushing up. This is going to allow you to push a bit more weight than you would if you were to turn your arms completely out to the sides before pressing, which is actually how I'm going to do the recover set. So the recover set, once again, 8 repetitions. And sorry, the camera was a little fuzzy. I didn't realize it wasn't autofocus at this point, but we can work through that. But as you guys can see, the form changed drastically for the Arnold press in this position. When I'm doing the recover reps, what I'm actually doing is turning the dumbbells all the way forward and then turning them all the way back and then pressing. So I'm almost turning it into 3 separate movements. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm utilizing this movement to really hit all 3 heads of my deltoids, to really pull the stress, especially through the rear deltoid. You'll notice not much rear deltoid engagement doing it the way I did it for the cheat reps, which is fine. As long as when you do the recover reps, you do it this way. Really twist it out and bring it in on every single repetition. You guys are going to absolutely love it. On that last rep, you're not going to want to do that turn in at the very end, but you need to. You guys have to always remember, you don't finish your set by dropping it on the last negative you have to do. Take full control of that negative and get the workout done right. Starting to sweat balls in this shirt, man. That's good. The next exercise we're going to do is the lateral raise. Again, 5 sets per side, guys, doing it this time. And you'll notice that I'm holding on to something sturdy to help myself with the momentum. That's because you want to make sure the dumbbell is always going to be on the side of your body. You don't want the dumbbell going in front of your leg or resting on your front of your quads. You always want the dumbbell out to the side. And when doing cheat repetitions, it's hard to really get that momentum by just standing straight up. So by holding on to something and then leaning to the side a bit like I am here, it's going to allow you to get a bit more momentum to really thrust that dumbbell in the air. And then when you guys move on to the recover set, we're going to boost the repetitions up a bit here and do a set of 10 repetitions on both of these movements. So for the cheat, we did 10 reps this time, and for the recover, we did 10 reps. But as you guys can see, I was really focusing on using just my arm to lift that weight, keeping it to the side of my body the entire time while I was doing it, to ensure I'm really targeting that middle head of the deltoid. And again, we're back with the cheat reps, now doing the left arm. And as you can see, I'm keeping my arm straight, keeping it by my side, and using bits of momentum to bring that weight up. And then it looks like the dumbbell is falling, obviously fast because it's heavy, but I am trying to fight that negative all the way down. So don't just let your arms swing up and down when you're doing this movement. You have to create your own tension inside your shoulder by really trying to focus on squeezing that dumbbell as hard as you can and fighting that negative on every single repetition. And then as soon as you're done, obviously grab the lighter weight and do 10 more reps for your recover set. And this is all you. Zero momentum, just you moving that arm up and down. Now the last exercise you're going to do for your shoulders is the bent over raise. Again, 5 sets, cheat and recover. And when you do these cheat reps, guys, it's really important that you have the proper stance. You'll notice I'm not just bent over doing this. I'm actually sitting back, and I have a nice stable base with my legs. My hips are sitting in between my legs so that those dumbbells, the weight of those dumbbells don't sit on my lower back. Then as soon as you finish those 10 repetitions, you're going to go into your recover set, and you're going to use just your arms to perform the movement, really focusing on hitting those rear deltoids, guys, only keeping a slight bend in those elbows on the way up and on the way down. So the closer the dumbbells are to your body, the less you're really hitting those rear deltoids. So make sure that when you do this exercise, you're going to extend it as much as you can. Now that I'm done hitting shoulders, I'm going to start attacking my abs. And one of my goals this year is I really want to focus on deepening the lines in between the abdominal muscles, especially the one in the middle, because the deeper you can get this line when you flex, you can flex just your abs, or you can flex, just your obliques too. And I want to make it so that when I flex my obliques, that my abs come inside the middle like this at the same time. But right now, when I go to flex the rectus abdominis to flexing the obliques, it's kind of like they lift up and they separate a bit, and I really want to focus on pushing that middle in. And the way you go about training that, guys, is when you do your abdominal exercises, on every single repetition, you have to breathe all of the air out of your system and really get that tight contraction, almost to the point to where your abs are cramping up. And that's why, if you guys have seen my earlier video, how to build blocky abs, I talk a lot about doing weighted exercises, 10, 15 repetitions, and then also doing exercises that require a lot of repetition. And you utilize the exercises that you do fewer reps with to focus on building the blocks, and then you utilize the exercises where you're doing like 30 reps, 50 reps, 60 reps, 100 reps even. Utilize those exercises to really breathe out all the air on every single crunch to help focus on tightening everything as much as possible. The abs are kind of funky, There's a lot of different ways you can train them, and at least for me, I've always noticed that if I do the really heavy stuff, it helps me build the blocks, and if I do the high volume stuff and breathe all the air out and focus on flexing and squeezing everything as tight as I can on every single repetition, that usually makes them tighter and tighter, and I want to get my six-pack looking like super tight this year, so we're going to hit some hardcore ab exercises. So the first exercise is going to be the suspended crunch, and I actually like to put some resistance bands down because that's going to allow me to make the reps a bit more intense as I perform the movement. I like to do really heavy weighted exercises on my abs, and so by putting these resistance bands here, it's going to allow me to get a crunch that makes it progressively harder as I get to the top of the movement. Now, obviously, I know majority of you guys watching this video won't have access to be able to do a suspended crunch or do it safely like this, so what you guys are going to do is a V-up holding weights in your hands. And what this movement's going to do, the heavier, obviously, heavier the weights you use in your hands, the more intense it's going to make the movement. So start off with that first. But if you do have access to do suspended crunches, it's an amazing exercise to do. It hits your abs unlike any other exercise you've probably done for your abs. So definitely worth giving a shot if you have access to it. The only hard part is getting down, especially after destroying your shoulders. As soon as you finish that, we're going to go into the next exercise. We're going to do a hands over knees crunch, and you're going to do 80 repetitions. Now, you guys are going to notice how close my heels are to my glutes. You want to keep your heels as close to your butt as you can on every single repetition. And you want to make sure on every single repetition that your hands go over your knees and your shoulders come off the ground. And we're doing this for all 80 reps, and you want to breathe out on every single repetition. As you get towards the top and your hands start passing over your knees, breathe all the air out of your system, squeeze those abs as hard as you can and as tight as you can. And you should, if you've never done this before, you should start to feel like some serious cramping in your abs. That means you're doing it right. So don't be afraid if your abs start cramping up. Now, you guys did notice that the descriptions for these exercises said 3 rounds. And so what that means is they're going to perform the suspended crunch or the weighted V-up first. You're going to perform this exercise second, and then the next exercise is going to be a stomach vacuum. And once you perform all 3 of those exercises, that completes 1 round. And you're doing 3 rounds. And you're only going to rest about 1 minute to maybe 2 minute max in between these rounds. So it's a very intense abdominal routine, but you guys are going to absolutely love the results, especially if you're trying to improve the shape of your abs. So back to the exercise, guys. As you can see, I'm starting to really die at this point, but I'll tell you what though, the whole goal of this exercise is to not stop. As soon as you stop doing crunches and you rest for a second, you're not going to want to continue. So you're really going to fight through the pain and get as many reps in as you possibly can. If you can't make 80 on the first try, that's all right. You'll get it next time. So for the last exercise, guys, we're doing the stomach vacuum. We're going to do 5 repetitions, and you're basically just going to hold this for as long as you can. You're going to really suck in your stomach, suck in your diaphragm, and really try to work that transverse abdominis. Now, this can be a very difficult exercise to do if you've never done it before. You can try doing it by laying down on your back and allowing gravity to help you really suck your stomach in. Or you can do it like I am. You can do it standing up. Really breathe out all the air in your system and then suck in that stomach as much as you can and hold it for as long as you can to really get those abs to pull in and want to get that area nice and tight. This is an amazing exercise for your core. It's like almost a long forgotten exercise. You don't see a lot of people doing it, but if you guys start doing it, you're going to have the tightest stomachs around and you're going to absolutely love it. So some other things to try, guys. You can try putting your hands over your head when doing this movement. And then, to be honest with you, one of the easiest ways I feel to really suck your stomach in to at least start is to bend over, so your upper body is about parallel to the ground, and then breathe out all the air and suck your stomach in as much as you can. Watch, you'll see right here. Just kind of bend over, breathe all the air out, suck that stomach in, and then even if you want to try doing it standing, it's a really good way to start it off. And you guys can see how deep I was able to get my stomach from doing it that way. But like I said, if you're a beginner, you've never done this before, it's going to be a lot easier for you to do this just laying down on the floor, laying on your back, and then sucking your stomach in because gravity is going to be working in your favor at this point. Gravity is going to help pull your stomach in. And then if you want to progress with the movement, you can stay on the floor, but go on your hands and knees and try pulling your stomach in that way, and now gravity's going to be working against you because now your stomach's facing the ground versus facing the ceiling. So I do have a video on this exercise. You guys can look for it on YouTube. Just type Scott Herman stomach vacuum, and it'll pull up. But either way, it's an amazing movement, and you guys have got to try it if you want tight abs. All right, guys, that wraps up today's shoulders and abs workout. And if you did the abs superset properly, you should be in a lot of pain, but your abs should feel nice and tight right now. By the time I got to my fourth set of doing the suspended crunches, I was just having a hard time getting up there and grabbing the bar just to get myself in place. And obviously I know a lot of you probably won't be able to do the suspended crunches, so I do have an alternative exercise for you, and it's simply doing a V-up on the floor, because this exercise really taxes the upper and lower abdominals, so you're working the entire rectus abdominis, and if you pay attention, I'm actually holding 2.5-pound plates in each hand, and obviously if you want to go higher, you can go 5s. Maybe some of you guys can hit 10s, but you can grab some light plates or some light dumbbells to make the exercise more intense. So thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you guys try the workout, and remember, on every single set that you do for shoulders, every set is cheat and recover. So every set is 16 repetitions. You're doing 8 repetitions of the cheat, followed by 8 repetitions of the recover, and that completes one set, and you're only resting about 60 to 90 seconds in between those sets, 2 to 3 minutes max between exercises. Be sure to show your love by hitting that thumbs up button. Every single one of you guys counts, so there's no such thing as one person can't make a difference. All of you guys make a difference, and I really feel the love when you guys show it by leaving your comments and hitting that thumbs up button. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, more good stuff coming soon. Another day of shopping.
Which means it's a happy day for me.
You're just lucky that I actually want to get something today. I want to get some deadlift socks, and they have some cool Dragon Ball Z ones, and I think some Zelda ones at Spencer's. Oh no, they don't have that store at this mall. The store I want. Damn it. We're eating at this place called Wasabi. You pick your own food off of these trays that go by. So literally just look, see what you like, and then take it. So the girls already got some stuff, and I got a bunch too. I just don't know if that's gonna be enough. I feel like with sushi, I can just eat it non-stop for a long time. Lately I've been just getting the Love Boat for 1 for myself.
A lot of food.
No, the Love Boat for 2, and I eat it myself. Good job. Good job, Crystal. Good job.
I'm accomplished.
You got it all by yourself. I'm proud of you. You're growing up. You see that, babe? She got her drink all by herself. Ready for a real world now.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, because you don't know how to wear clothes.
Really? Is that what we want? What are you doing?
You went up your nose.
Stop. You only have like
we're about to get hit by another massive snowstorm, so we're stocking up on junk. That's going on the video, bro. Just so you know.
Slow motion.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it in slow motion. It's gonna creep you. It's gonna creep you out when you watch.
Not nice, boo. What do you want, love?
I don't even know what I want.
Ice soda.
Thinking like there's some. I want to get some pre-made food. Gotta get some more baby spinach. This is actually what I like to snack on at night if I'm still hungry and I want to fill up without exploding calories or carbs.
Wow, slam dunk. Stop. Stop.
Throw it from there.
No.
You won't. You can't get it in from there.
You know you're
Oh, sorry.
blocking traffic, being goofy.
I'm not being goofy. I'm just being myself.
You're selfish.
You should love me for me. What's up, guys?
You're being really creepy.
You're creepy.
You're the one that
Hey, nice sweatpants. Goes really well with your chic top and nice shoes. Did you guys know the new fad for kids is to wear sweatpants? I did not know that was cool. I used to wear sweatpants to school when I was younger.
Oh my god, you're so annoying.
Everyone just made fun of me. They're like, why aren't you wearing jeans like a real person? I was like,
I just said that. He's so full of it.
I don't taunt you this much. Just like
you should. We would have a lot of fun.
no.
You look so cute. Oh, what are those? Sweatpants? Oh, cute again. Sweatpants.
So you think I'm cute?
Only from here. Only from here up. And then it gets weird. I love orange energy drinks. This just caught my eye. It's called Spider. And it says, get bit, stay fit. And I just don't understand what that means because it has no fat, no carbs, no protein, no sugars. It has 200 milligrams of sodium and a lot of vitamins. So I don't exactly know how that's going to keep me fit. But I think I'm going to like it, and I plan on playing a lot of video games later, so I'm going to have to get something. Sweetie, I want some cheese. Yeah. And we should get some more eggs and yogurt, too. Let's see. 0 fat, 10 carbs, 23 grams of protein. Thank you. Show you guys the easiest way to check for eggs. Just open and go like that. Boom.
You're so smart.
I know. You're so lucky to have me as a stepdad.
Not really.
You're the luckiest girl in the whole world.
No.